Thank you for watching, and remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for your support.
That rain threat shift even east from there.
Hey, that goes east, but then we also have that system around the Great Lakes. And so the question is, do they work together at all, or do they work in tandem? So here's a look at the setup. So there's the system Alex was talking about. We also have this big old trough and upper level low up here across the Great Lakes, which has been bringing all your shower activity. We'll get to that this morning. But let's look at these two and how they set up as we get towards the end of the week. Here comes that southern branch system swinging through the south. It is a dip in both branches of the jet stream, the southern and the northern branch. So we know the cooler air is settling in, but what we don't see is the two systems working together very much. So that means we're not going to have a big blowout kind of storm. We will have some showers, a lot of it here hugging the southeast actually as we get you through Wednesday and Thursday, a little bit into Friday. Thursday's forecast starts on a wet note. We see some showers out there across parts of Georgia. You see, although a lot of the activity is down here across Florida, and this is not until Thursday night that we really see some showers, maybe a few thunder showers. We'll keep an eye on that, and then we get you into Friday and we'll see the showers continue to push offshore. But a lot of you through the southeast don't get much, with the exception of Florida, maybe extreme southeast Georgia, South Carolina, or eastern North Carolina. So that's really where we're going to hug the rainfall. Watching for some rain chances adding up. You can see maybe some moderate accumulations here. Again, in that zone, northern Florida, the First Coast, Jacksonville, St. Augustine, Savannah to Myrtle Beach. You've got some showers out there that could be heavy at times adding up. That's based on the GFS model. The European model actually doesn't have much at all here. Moves everything out pretty quickly across eastern South Carolina and the low country. A bit more in Florida, though, and that's, I think, sort of the what's in agreement. That's who gets most of the rain as we get into this week. A lot of spots in the south running above average, so we don't necessarily need this rain. The rain also comes with something else, though, Alex, probably unwelcome. We do have a classic pattern for getting the lake effect, and so we've got that cyclonic flow, as we call it, moving over the lake. So look at how all the air just kind of moves just like this. Just like this. And so that's, that's what we call cyclonic flow here around our cyclone. We are looking at that flow moving over the lakes, and especially where it's cold enough here into the UP of Michigan, northern lower Michigan, that's where it's really been adding up. Elsewhere, it's been sort of the novelty snow for now. You can see down towards Detroit and Grand Rapids, our temps are in the 30s, and I saw a number of spots down in the low 30s here in between. So we'll watch for some maybe light accumulation on the grass. But up to the north, that's where it has been sticking. A snowman made this morning at the National Weather Service in Gaylord, Michigan, and a big one too, so they must use all their snow, right? But this is how much you got. In Munising, we got 5 inches. Wolverine, we've had 3 inches. Lando Lakes, we've had 6.1 inches of snow up there in northern Wisconsin. So yes, it has been adding up here, and it is lake effect season. It's not surprising that we're getting this. The lakes are very warm, actually running at record levels. So we've got warm water temperature, we've got cold air aloft, the cyclonic flow. It's a perfect recipe to get into some lake effect. The only thing that we don't really have is some really long fetch over some of these lakes where you get the wind to really, allow that air to pick up a lot of moisture. But other than that, look at these temperatures in the water. We got mid 50s, upper 50s actually in spots here. So water temperatures are running high. Through today, we're going to keep it going. Pattern's not changing, so we don't see a lot of change in the forecast. But everything is very transient, so it's not like we have a snow band that just sits up and just dumps snow hour after hour, right? So you'll be in and out of these showers, which can be very disruptive for travel. So if you are driving around this area, you know that you could hit a little snowy area that could reduce visibility. We'll watch around Buffalo and just south of there, the Southtown areas, as we get through the overnight and tomorrow morning. And then finally, throughout the day on Wednesday, we should start to see things kind of break up a little bit here, maybe not as much activity. In terms of where we're going to add up, the multi-lake bands are going to do the best. You can see right here, air that's going to move over Lake Michigan and Lake Superior. So that will give you the chance of getting a little more snow there just south of Traverse City, up into the UP as well. Here off of Lake Erie and then off of Lake Ontario, you got to get away from the lakeshore because, the air that's moving just over the lake is actually pretty warm, right? Those water temperatures in the lake are in the 50s. So you go inland a bit, and that's when you get a little bit of snow. Alex, in April.
Right, when they've been dealing with snow after snow after snow.
We need to redo this poll.
Redo this poll.
Yeah. We'll get you November, we'll get you April. We'll catch up both sides of the season. This week is going to be a cold and rainy one for a lot of us. There'll be some snow, especially around the lakes.
Yeah, we're seeing that for the day. Heading on into tomorrow, more wet weather for Dallas in the 50s. Yuck. Yeah. San Antonio will be there as well. Staying quiet for you across most of the southeast, but even those areas start to see that changing a bit.
And we get a few more showers into spots like like Atlanta, but it's really few and far between. Florida is a spot that gets wet. We see it Thursday, Friday, especially into Saturday. Finally, by the end of the weekend, things clear out.
Pac Northwest.